What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Menace, and
It's good as T1.
represent Team ESA, and we're back with another exciting episode of TNM. Tell it like it is. This week's episode is going to be about mean mugging. So, T1, how do you feel about mean mugging, man?
Mean mugging, aka eyeballing, grilling, totally against it. Just not for. I'm 0% for it, yo.
Mean mugging is basically when you see somebody and they might have done something to you, they might not have done something to you, you don't like them, whatever your reason may be, but you just hit them with the ice grill real quick, just from a distance. You're just staring at them like Michael Myers or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you might have seen it, you might not have seen it, you might have seen it in movies, whatever.
You also got Urban Dictionary. Check it out there.
That's basically it. The description will be somewhere on the screen. But this is basically where you're just standing there ice grilling for whatever reason. So, do you have any instances where this might have happened to you, D?
There's a few. Usually in public places with hot foot traffic is where you can really see it. You see get the whole body language on the person walking past a group or a few individuals. You really catch it when it's one, but people rarely do that from a close distance. So when I see it, it's usually at one or two or three dudes. You look at him, when it's one, he just gets shook. I don't know why, you know. Depends on their confidence, how long they look at you, and how far away. They'll ice grill you. So I make eye contact. They usually break it off. When they break it off, no, they ain't about that. It happens more often than I think it does. And it happens a lot now I think about it. It just comes so normal that, but it's usually about nothing.
Yeah, so
There's never any precursor that I've seen as of recent that caused them to do that.
And I think that's the main problem with it. I think the main problem with it is, people do that and then nothing happens.
It's like, what was that for?
It's like there's no resolution, there's no anything. It's just a pointless act. So T1, is there any ways that you can tell people that might be able to avoid this situation all in general? Is there any way to try to avoid this crap? Or
Okay, look, there are ways you can avoid that. You want to avoid those moments. You've seen Boondocks. I suggest, when it happens to you, don't overreact. Just go about your business. Unless they physically do something to you, keep going. If you want to make sure you look at them too, do that. But when you look, make sure it's not a cold, don't ice grill them. Just normally look, return the glance or the glare, casually, and just keep going. They're not going to have problems with you. They're not going to do nothing most of the time. Depends on where you live, what country. Stuff changes, what neighborhood, what hood, what sector, what borough. But generally it's fine.
so you're saying there is hope
Yeah.
to get rid
It's
of
not
this?
always a turf war.
Oh man.
It's not always a set trying to rep,
I definitely do agree with you. Most of the time, it's not about anything.
No.
And like I said, I think that's the reason why I personally... We'll get into that. We'll go ahead and jump into that right now. So we'll just do the Menace thoughts. Last week, basically, I had my own personal mean mugging after, several years of not having them at all. And it was this chubby, out of shape, glasses wearing bald dude, or balding guy, that was just staring at me through his car. Like, first off, me and T1 were together. There was like a four-way intersection. He was on this side making the turn, and I was on this side waiting to make this turn. But before that, I was driving. I was trying to make the light, but I realized I couldn't make it, so I started slowing down. And then I stopped on the line perfectly, no problem. There was no slamming of the brakes. There's no craziness like that. I just came to my little stop naturally. And apparently this guy felt that he was going to get hit by my car, even though I was at a complete stop. So he overreacted and just started staring at me as he's driving by. I'm like instantly it irritated me, because I think mostly is because where we were at, they're not known to even get down like that. So I knew it was pointless and there was no outcome that was going to happen. Plus, he's in a car driving away. I don't know. I just think it's a very whack thing to do. So I'm staring at him while he's going through, you know what I mean? And it was just dumb because nothing came out of that. There was no resolve. There was nothing. It was just him feeling good about himself or whatever. Me pissed off. There was nothing happening. So I really don't see a whole lot of point to it. Now, if everybody mean mugging really wanted problems or they were really about that, it'd be a lot different. But most of the time, it's just you're just staring at somebody for no reason. It is what it is. I'm totally against it myself, so that'll be my thoughts on it. I'm against it. I wish it could be abolished. I wish more things happened so that people could see that it is dangerous to be doing that to people. You don't know what people are capable of these days. Like people could do anything.
They
You know what I
pull a
mean?
burner on you.
And
They throw
he was
hands
with
at
his
you.
he was with his wife, so he could potentially been putting his wife in danger if I was really that, if I was on that today. Like if I was having a bad day and I decided to do something crazy. You have to understand that there's potential dangers everywhere. Like you can't just do whatever you want to do. This is how so many news clippings happen. It's because people just do crazy stuff these days. So I'm definitely against it. Like I think more people need to come off that BS. Like just stop mean mugging people, stop doing that, especially people you don't know. Like that's how fights happen. You know what I mean? And then people are like, oh my god, I can't believe that happened. Like, they're crazy. No, they're not crazy. You're instigating. When you're doing that, when you're mean mugging somebody, you're instigating a fight. So don't be surprised when a fight happens. Like that's what I'm saying to you guys. So it's not cool. It's not fun. It's not a good thing to do. Like just stop that noise. So hopefully we shine some light on the situation. Hopefully some people learn something. You may not have, whatever. Leave it in the comments below. I'm curious to see what you guys think about the situation. If you've had some instances of your own, don't be afraid. Just put it in the comment box. Holler at us about it, and we'll talk about it.
We'll comment back.
We'll always comment back. So
whenever we get time.
that was our episode, and hopefully you guys liked it. It's a little bit unorthodox from what we started, but it's a really different situation. There's not a whole lot on it, so we tried to do the best we could with it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yep, peace.